Hey guys, welcome to Technibility, your source for no-nonsense tech. Thank you guys for watching. If you already haven't, go ahead and subscribe below. We got a great review here for you guys, plus an unboxing of the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge 32GB model for T-Mobile. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and look at this device here, but first thing we're going to do is unbox it. Before we get into that, thank you guys for watching Technibility, your source for no-nonsense tech. We also repair cell phones, so if you guys have any phones that need repair, check the description below. I'll leave my contact info. We do take ship-ins, so let us know. Alright, so here we go. We got the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge. Now this is the newest iteration of Samsung's Galaxy S6 line. It's their flagship phone, and it's the first phone that has dual curves on the edges of the phone. The Note 4 Edge would be. Now this phone is set to be released April 10. However, I pre-ordered it from T-Mobile the other day and I received it yesterday, so I'm assuming the same could be said for you guys. I did overnight shipping and I actually did get it yesterday, so that's pretty cool. Of course, I've had the S6 already, the regular S6. You guys can check out that review again in the video section of my channel. Alright, so you guys can see the box. We're not going to go through the box here. I'm just going to go ahead and open the device. You can see it slides out here. Okay, we'll put that aside. And I've already opened it, so we're going to go ahead and open it. I haven't taken out the accessories yet, so I'm going to do that right now for the first time with you guys. Right there you see the phone, which I'm going to put aside here. So we'll put that right here. Alright, so let's go through this box. You guys can see adaptive charging. The phone charges faster. You got the wall port, the USB cable, and of course headphones, the SIM card tray opener, and headphones. I'm always happy when Samsung includes headphones. So you guys can see those headphones here, and I'm not going to open them. Probably never going to use them. Alright, so there's the box, and of course the manual and all that good stuff as well. Now let's go ahead and actually take a look at the phone's hardware. Alright, here you guys go. Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge. So the S6 Edge is Samsung's first device, well the S6 and the S6 Edge, that has a all-metal unibody build. Well, all metal in the sense of the sides, but you can see the back of the phone is glass. Now this would be the black mist. It's obviously more of a bluish hue. Or at least that's what they told me when they sent it to me. Now, I don't know if that's exactly the case, but in any case, you guys can see it's a very, very nice color. It almost looks like the original Galaxy S3, if you guys remember the blue Galaxy S3. It has that color scheme. All right, let's go ahead and just look at the phone all around. All right, you guys can see the speaker down below, microphone, 3.5mm headphone jack, and the adaptive charging USB port. Alright, let's go ahead and look at this side here. You can see the power button right there. Over here you got the volume rockers. Up top you have the IR blaster, plus the SIM card tray, takes a nano SIM. Alright, you guys can see the back, definitely a fingerprint magnet, but it's very elegant looking. The back with the 16 megapixel camera plus the flash, and you can see Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge. No carrier branding, I like that. Alright, so you can see the front here. You have the 5 megapixel front facing camera, the home button, as well as, of course, the back and the multitasking key. And you can see now the difference with this would be that the screen is actually curved on both sides. So you can see that curve there, and you can see that curve right there as well. Alright, so it's got a curve which is useful to a certain extent, and we'll get into that in a moment when we get into software. Alright, now in terms of specs, this thing is rocking a octa-core Exynos processor. It's got 3 gigabytes of RAM. It comes in 32, 64, and 128 gigabyte models. It's got a 5.1 inch 2K resolution Super AMOLED display, rendering a whopping 577 pixels per inch. So you're going to be hard pressed to notice any pixels. And when I do the comparison with this and the S6 and iPhone, I'm going to show you guys a little bit of a difference between this and the regular S6 in terms of screen quality and brightness. But it's super bright. It's definitely a vibrant screen. Fingerprint magnet, it's good in direct sunlight. It has awesome viewing angles, of course. I mean, because look at it, right? It's just absolutely phenomenal in terms of screen quality. So we're big fans of the screen, and you can see the sides do still have bezels. So for those wondering if it's all screen, you do still have the bezels right there, and of course the metal around it. But in any case, it's a absolutely beautiful display. I mean, no doubt about it. This display definitely is top of the line. And of course, it has adaptive charging, so it charges fast. Battery life, thus far in my day of use has been pretty solid, about the same as the Galaxy S6. Again, I'm a heavy user, so I use the phone a lot all the time. So that could be a reason why my battery might drain a little bit faster than normal. But it's solid. The battery life is really solid. I'm not complaining about it. Again, I need a few more days to fully, basically to give you my legitimate opinion about what I think about battery life. I need a few more days. So when I do a follow-up review, I'll tell you guys exactly how the battery has been. Yeah, again, speaker-wise, now the speaker's on the bottom, so it's not on the back of the phone, so you're not going to get muffled sound if you have the phone laying on its back. I mean, both similar in their designs, both have the same screen size. Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move that out of the way. And again, guys, stay tuned for the regular Galaxy S6 review. All right, so I don't want to go through the entirety of the software here. I already did that with the regular Galaxy S6 review. We did a really long review. What I'm going to do is just go through the basics and the gist of this software. It's Android 5.0.1 Lollipop with Samsung's TouchWiz UI. So you're going to get all the bells and whistles of TouchWiz. However, Samsung has stated that they've removed about 200 features that you're used to on previous iterations of TouchWiz, so it's not as bogged down. Of course, you have carrier bloatware on the device, so T-Mobile bloatware will be there. If you go to the App Store, you can always just edit and hide apps or disable certain apps, so those are there. Now, just looking at speed, you can see how fast this thing is. I can adjust the widgets. I could, obviously make them bigger, make them smaller. Just opening out of apps and closing out of apps. Ridiculously fast. I mean, immediate to your touch. I'll go to my notification bar here. You can adjust these toggles by just clicking on edit. Twitter. A little laggy there to open Twitter, but no big deal. Lots. Clock. You can see the clock. Stopwatch, world clock, alarm, timer. Okay. Just fast. I mean, overall, it's a super fast device. Smart Manager, again, going back to that widget, that Smart Manager widget. Okay, and then you want to just close out of them all. Click Close All. I mean, if I take an icon and just drag it into another icon, now I can create a folder, whereas before I would have to actually drag up top to create a folder. And of course, you can pinch zoom and see that there's themes now, so you could download a variety of themes, which changes everything, not just the home screens. It changes the messaging apps and the settings and the fonts and everything. So you have themes now which you can download. Screen grid, of course, widgets, wallpapers. One of my favorite widgets now that Samsung's added is this widget right here. So you can clean all. It's basically it's almost like a task manager, and you can click on it and you can see device security, etc., etc. So you can actually manage you can basically utilize a task manager built into the OS as opposed to downloading third-party task managers. And again, just overall, it's a super fast device. I mean, there's absolutely no lag whatsoever. However, it is a little bit more, there is a little bit slightly more stutter than, say, the regular Galaxy S6. Now, that could be because the Galaxy S6 model that I have is non-carrier, so non-carrier in the sense that there's no carrier bloatware on it, so that could be why it's a little bit faster. But in any case, this thing is no slouch. I mean, you could see how fast this is. I mean, it's super fast. Of course, you can close all here. Right, and just takes you out of the apps, and you can multitask as well. You could simply just, let's say I want to go into, I don't know, maps. I can swipe from here, and I can minimize it. Multitasking, I can move that around. Okay, and still, obviously do other tasks. I can minimize it completely. It's going to show up right there, and you can also do that from the task manager. So you can see you could have dual screen here. All right, I got dual screen operated. And again, I can just minimize this. Boom, boom, boom. There it is. If I want to remove it, I could just long press and remove. It's a true definition of multitasking in terms of the browser here. Very smooth, very fast. And you can see how the curves play in there. If I was to auto-rotate here, you can see how the curves of the screen plays in. It's actually really, it feels good. I like, when I basically, it's just like I want to put my finger in and then swipe down for absolutely no reason, just because of the curve. But it's actually pretty cool. I mean, I guess For a lot of people, it might be more gimmick than useful, but for me, it's, you know, it serves its purpose. Plus, it's really nice looking. I mean, people are definitely gonna think that this is a nice looking phone. All right, let's go ahead and, I don't know, go to AOL.com here. All right, here's the browser. You got tabs, of course, and notification bar, and you no longer have the quick settings panel, but you can, of course, edit the toggles up there. All right, so super fast, and you can see auto rotation. And of course, I can just highlight text and copy it, define it, etc. So, let's see, multitasking. Okay. You guys can see the weather app here. Simplistic weather app. Of course, you have the weather widget right up there as well. All right, so let me show you guys this right here. So the side, show you guys what the side edges do. So here I can add contacts. So let's say I want to add, I don't know what all these contacts are. I'm going to add myself. All right, there I am right there. It's like a shortcut contact type deal. So if I swipe, I can click on my name and I can text, email, and of course if it's an actual phone number, you can call them as well. Here you have a newsfeed, notifications, again back to the newsfeed. You can just click on it and ask you which browser you want to open it with to open that specific news feed. Of course, you have the fingerprint scanner as well, which is improved. Now you don't have to swipe down anymore. You could just put your thumb on it, a la the iPhone. All right, now I was having issues with the Samsung keyboard. For whatever reason, it was just sticking and it just wasn't, I don't know, it just, here, I'll show you guys. I mean, you're probably not going to be able to see this right off the bat, but the keyboard is just, it's responsive, no doubt about it. And I guess you got to get used to the fact that some of the keys are right here where the curve is. I guess your fingers got to get used to it. But I'm not crazy about the Samsung keyboard on the Edge as opposed to the one on the S6, the regular S6, which for whatever reason seems a little bit more responsive. Of course, you have emojis. You can see a variety of them. Yes, there's a little lag. That's only because it's the first time loading them. And of course, you can attach photos and sharing options are there as well. All right, I use the Google keyboard. And of course, you also have voice to text. Hey, what's going on? What are you doing today? Question mark. Let's go hang out! Exclamation mark. The beach seems really cool in Manhattan. Let's go. All right. Super responsive, super fast. And if I was to send it, I can pinch in, pinch out to make the text bigger or smaller. All right, that's their stock messaging app dialer here. Okay, notifications, of course, pop up top. You also get kind of like a toast notification. It pops up and gives you their contact information as well, but that's a T-Mobile contact feature. I'm not sure if every carrier has that feature. Now, if we go into settings, you can see you have various different options and settings here. We're not going to go through each one by one, but you can see if I go through Edge screen here, you have Edge lighting, people, Edge on, select notifications. So you have a variety of different features, and it tells you how to access them, check missed notifications. You know, it just looks good. I mean, above all else, this thing looks really nice. It's a nice looking device with these edges. So I think that's really what the appeal is here, and I think a lot of people are going to be just kind of enamored by the fact that it's curved. You know, I mean, even though the Note 4 Edge has one side that's curved, this is dual side. So definitely different from what majority of consumers are used to. So very easy to do, quick, easy system, self-explanatory basically. Here with the multitasking on Samsung, you can simply just close them one by one or click close all. You also have the option to multitask here. So you can see I have gallery open, I have messages open. All right, so let's say I want to, I don't know, I can expand this, I could switch it over, I can minimize it there right now, and I can do this with multiple different windows. So again, if I click right there, click gallery, and again, messages. This time I want to minimize the gallery. It's right there. All right, so I'll have the window open right here while I'm doing a variety of different tasks. So this is the true definition of multitasking, in my opinion. You can do what you'd like as it's let's exit out. All right, let's check out games, and then we'll get into the camera and the gallery and call it a day. All right, you can see how that looks with the edges. Easter eggs. And again, just multitask out of it. Cool as all. Alright, let's go ahead and check out the camera here. Alright, as you can see, there's a front-facing camera, and you have a variety of different modes here. So you have virtual shot, which is just kind of cool. I'll show you guys how this works. Alright, it's kind of creepy, but I like it. It's a nice feature. You can see that inside Technibility. And you can't share this, but Samsung's going to create a hub to share it with people. Alright, and again, you can see the gallery, you can share, edit, etc. Alright, so let's go back to the camera here. So fantastic camera. You have fast mo, slow mo. Again, this is, you have wide selfie here on the front facing camera. And if we go back here, alright, of course I'm not going to be able to take quality pictures at this angle, but I'll show you guys some pictures that I took. You have burst shot as well. You can see here on the camera there's Pro Mode. Pro Mode basically allows you to adjust the white balance, ISO, variety of different options. You can see custom, so you could set up, you could set or custom set different settings here and save them as a default. And you can see the settings here. You can change the quick launch options from the home button, volume key functions, whether you want to take pictures with the volume key, turn off or on the shutter sound, review pictures, geotag, etc. And of course you do have a 4K video recording. And you have panorama, fast motion, slow motion, virtual shot. So if we were to click on fast motion here, hey, we're recording fast motion video. Not really good representation of what I'm trying to get here in terms of quality, but let's stop. You can see how fast it is, right? Hey, we're recording fast of what I'm trying to get here. And you can see you could split it. You can change the speed that you want to set it at. So it's timed, X4, X8, let's see. Hey, we're recording fast. Okay, muted, exported, etc. So, ton of different camera options here, video options. You have the filters under effect. So the quality of this camera is fantastic, and the quality of video is absolutely fantastic. And I'm going to go ahead and show that to you guys right now. So stay tuned. Be right back. We're shooting sample 1080p video here with the Galaxy S6 Edge. We're going to go ahead and just fully zoom here. Okay. Alright, so this is full 1080p with the S6 Edge. I'm just looking at the quality here. Beautiful sunny Glendale, California. Okay, you guys saw the video quality. Again, absolutely fantastic, as is the picture quality. You have a lot of features here on the camera. I mean, if you're used to TouchWiz, you're going to be accustomed to the features. If I was to just go through these pictures, again, these may not be great indications of the quality, but it's absolutely fantastic and detailed. And when you transfer these photos over to a camera, you're not going to see a drop in quality. Of course, you have photo editing options, sharing options, so you can see all that, auto adjust, collage, photo editor. So a variety of different options here, aspect ratio, layout. And you can go through these when you buy the phone. It's plenty. There's plenty of different editing options. So you may not even have to download third-party editing applications, but they are there. So you can see gallery. You can set it by time, albums, events, categories. If you click on more, edit, search, etc. So a lot of different features there. Some people want to know what the quadrant scores are. That was fast. Thank you guys for watching Technibility, your source for no-nonsense tech. If you already haven't, go ahead and subscribe and like the video. 34,243. That's the most I've ever seen on a phone. 34,243. Absolutely fantastic. I can go on and looking at Facebook. See, scrolling is solid. No checkerboarding, no lag. Very fast. Okay. Speed test, again, that depends on your network. See the calculator application here. Check out the calendar here as well. See the calendar. Again, I covered all this in the regular S6 review, but just for the sake of it. Okay, Google, tell me the weather.
It's 65 degrees and sunny in Los Angeles.
Okay, Google. Okay, Google. Who is the 14th president of the United States?
Franklin Pierce was the 14th president of the United States.
Okay, Google. Open settings. Okay, Google. Navigate to Burbank, California.
Navigating to Burbank.
All right, and of course that's going to open the maps. And you guys want to see what the maps look like on this screen? I haven't even opened it yet. Can you see that with the edges? Of course, you can do satellite view. Can you see satellite view? Okay. Again, let's just exit out. Oh yeah, and double tapping on the home key enables the camera. You can disable that if you'd like. And again, we'll go through the camera more in depth when we do our camera review, which is going to be a separate video because this camera is just so
Head
fantastic.
west on East Broadway toward North Maryland Avenue.
Oh, thank you. Okay. All right, of course, it comes with Microsoft Office, OneDrive, OneNote, etc. You have your social applications as well, Galaxy apps and whatnot, so you can download those. Samsung apps, Milk Video, Voice Recorder, MyFile, Smart Remote, which utilizes the IR blaster up top. Amazon apps, you want to see what contacts look like. You can set pictures and as well. Okay, very minimal, right? I mean, it seems like there's a lot of things missing from previous iterations of the Galaxy S9, but you know, a lot of other things they've removed. Again, Samsung said they've removed about 200 features, and of course, there's screen mirroring, which they're going to add to cars, and wireless charging. There's wireless charging built into the phone, so IKEA is going to build wireless charging into furniture. Cars are going to build it into the cars, so that's something to look out for in the near future. Wireless charging, and you do have the option of Flipboard as well here, which I just disable, but you can see Flipboard, and you can customize that to whatever information it is that you want there. I just like to disable it personally. Okay, so really that's pretty much everything I wanted to go through in relation to this phone, because I've already covered the software in the initial Galaxy S6 review, and regardless, I still have gone over about 24 minutes. But in any case, I just want to go ahead and show you guys the phone one more time here. You could see it's absolutely super elegant, super nice looking, feels good in the hand. It's about 7 millimeters, so it's thin. It's a little bit thicker than the Galaxy S6, the regular one, but you could see it's just a nice, elegant looking device. Sharp type edges here, the chamfered edges. Okay. Let's look at the back again. So definitely a nice device. I could see where the appeal lies in terms of comparing them to the regular S6. I could see where the appeal is for consumers. I mean, I definitely feel like this is a device that consumers are going to gravitate towards just because it looks really nice. I mean, everybody who's seen it, or a majority of people who've seen it, have been in awe of it. So it's definitely a device that is going to catch people's eye, and that's probably what it's for. I mean, aside from the fact that you have the contacts and everything, the quick contacts, and the fact that you can have your clock and all that showing up right there, it's useful, I guess, for certain tasks. Like if you're laying the phone down, for example, right? If you're laying the phone down and, I don't know, you want to see a notification from your quick contacts, as opposed to having the screen turned on, saving battery, it'll show up right there. So, I mean, those features are there. and I guess they're useful to a certain extent, but nothing that I'm too crazy about myself. But I do really like the build quality. The build quality is absolutely fantastic, no doubt about that. It's really Samsung's best build quality, and they've sacrificed micro SD cards and removable batteries to build this specific device. And in any case, that's pretty much everything I wanted to cover. I'm sure I missed a few things. If there's anything you guys want me to do a video about, please tell me in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. You guys have watched Technibility, your source for no-nonsense tech. Thank you guys for watching. And again, if you have a phone that needs repaired, you can contact me in the description. I'll leave my contact information. We do take ship-ins. So again, thank you guys for watching Technibility, your source for no-nonsense tech. Have a good day.